the government plan. Mr. Morales will be responsible for cash medical support of $328 a month beginning September 1st, 2023. Child support will be $551 a month beginning September 1st, 2023. Mr. Morales will be responsible for court costs for today. There will be a non-disclosure for the mother. And that's the extent of the provisions from the temporary order that we're finalizing. We do need to address the issues that are not agreed to, which is conservatorship and visitation. So I'll go ahead and call the parties. The state calls the mother Anna Perales.
Yes.
Miss Perales, could you state your full name?
Anna Maria Perales.
And ma'am, what's the name of the child involved in this case?
Anthony Morales Jr.
And how old is the child?
He's 5. He'll be 6 next month.
And ma'am, did you hear the announcement regarding finalizing the terms of the temporary order?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you in agreement to that?
Yes.
And ma'am, has there been family violence between the two of you?
Yes, ma'am.
And ma'am, is it correct that there's a restraining order in place that says the father cannot be around you or at your house, but can be around the child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what happened during the family violence incident?
Well, we have multiple, but the recent one was the day after Thanksgiving. He was charged with aggravated assault with that kidnapping with deadly weapon.
Okay, and was that towards you?
Yes, ma'am.
And what happened during that incident?
Mr. Morales had a gun and he had beat me with the gun and his hands, and since he did take me in his car and I had to jump out the car and get out the car because he had a gun and the police was called.
And did the police come and arrest Mr. Morales?
No, because he left.
Okay. Was there a warrant out for his arrest?
Yes, and he got arrested in February. And he's, from what I know, he's on an ankle monitor, and we still haven't had our court finalized with that.
Okay. And have there been other incidents of family violence?
Yes, ma'am, in 2018, 2020. And CPS was involved as well.
Okay. And this most recent incident was Thanksgiving of 2022, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And ma'am, are you asking that you be appointed sole managing conservator of the child?
Yes, ma'am.
And ma'am, are you worried about the father taking the child out of the United States?
Yes, and that's why I asked for supervised visitation at a center.
Okay, and has he told you that he was going to take the child out of the United States?
When we argue and when the kidnapping happened, that he was going to take my kid away from me because I was a bad mom.
Where did he say he was going to take the child?
When we last communicated, when all that happened in November. So that's why I got my modification for my child support.
Okay. And ma'am, is it correct that the two of you were previously living together?
Yes, back in 2020.
Okay, so no orders were made for child support, medical support, or conservatorship, possession, that type of thing at that time?
No, because he got put on child support in 2018, and I took child support off of him because we did get back together and we had moved in together. And then it instead happened again where he had to get put back on child support.
Okay. And ma'am, you're asking for supervised visitation at Faith and Liberty Place?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you explain to the court why you believe he should have visitation at a facility?
Just so we finalized our court, and then because he was on a 2-year restraining order, and he before he even got off of that, that's when that happened in November, because he had a restraining order 2020, and then he got another one 2023. This January, they granted me a 15-year restraining order. So I'm asking for
I'm
it to
sorry.
be.
I'm sorry. What did you say about January?
That's when we had our restraining order finalized, and that's I was granted a 15-year restraining order. And since I'm not allowed to be around him or anything, and since he did threaten to take my kid, and I did talk to child support, and they told me that if he takes my kid out of the country, it could take up to 1, 5, maybe 10 years to get my child back, and I'm not risking that. And I told him, since they
Has
said
the
that,
father
excuse me.
has the father ever taken the child and not returned him to you?
We had an incident like maybe twice where he has a child, and then I try to pick my child up, and he's trying, and then he said that he was gonna call the cops because I did go to his house and try to get my son. But other than that, no.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to tell the court?
No, just I would prefer him to have supervised visitation at a center. And if we have to change the days to the weekdays, since they said that they're not open on the weekends, I'm okay with that, because I am 7 months pregnant, and I'm just trying to be okay, making sure my son's okay and not be stressed about that.
Cross the witness. I called the father, Anthony Morales. Mr. Morales, could you state your full name?
Anthony Morales Garcia.
And sir, are you in agreement to finalizing the portions of the temporary order that was done on August 3rd, 2023?
No,
You're not in agreement to finalizing that.
no,
Okay. Sir, do you have private health insurance in place for the child?
no, I haven't, since, me and her were together, last year and all this happened, but no, I don't. I haven't seen him, so I just came out of jail and I'm paying stuff, so I haven't been able to do anything at the moment due to my house arrest.
Okay. And sir, you're able to go to work?
Yes, I'm able to go to work and come home, and if I ask to like do stuff, I'm able to. It's only been like a whole month since I've been able to, like, let's say, go and eat something. So they gave me a little bit of freedom, but yes, I'm able to go to work. I'm able to do things.
Okay. And sir, we calculated your gross monthly income at $3,640. Do you believe that's accurate?
I'm not sure, but yeah, I guess yes.
Okay. And we calculated your cash medical support at $328 a month. Are you in agreement to that?
Yes, I agreed to all of that last court. I think in August. I mean, yes.
Okay. And are you in agreement to the child support of $551 a month?
Oh, yes, fine.
Okay. And sir, do you understand that we're asking that you be responsible for court costs for today?
Yeah, but I can't really afford to be paying extra stuff. I'm paying a lot already on my hand. I got a lot on my plate.
Okay. And sir, we're asking for a non-disclosure for the mother's address and phone number and other identifying information, since there has been some family violence between the two of you.
That's fine. I mean, just that I don't agree on what she said about the whole incident that happened. But like I said, we got my lawyer and the DA looking into it. I mean, we got evidence of things not being true, but like I said, that's the DA is going through it over.
Okay. And sir, is it true that there is currently an order that says that you can't be around the mother or at her house?
Yes, ma'am. Just the mother. My kid, I'm able to. CPS, they get involved, but they close that case. My lawyer has files over everything, so we got all we need, for my kid. I'm able to see him and be around him.
Okay. And sir, is it correct that you're asking to be named joint managing conservators with the mother?
Yes. I kind of don't want to know where she lives, but I do want to be present in his, school activities and his medical stuff, just in case anything does happen to him. But other than her knowing where she lives or what she does in her life, work, I don't really care for that. I don't really, I just don't see no point in it.
Okay. And sir, you understand that, or do you understand that if the court makes a finding of family violence, that they're not able to appoint you joint managing conservators?
That's fine as long as I get to see my kid, but I won't be able to go to the facility just because I work late sometimes and I can't be out too long. I gotta come home and do all this thing for my monitor. But other than that, I'll be more better off him being with me at home. I do got an ankle monitor, so I can't, do anything. I can't, whatever she's saying that I'm gonna take him away. That's not even possible. And I've been keeping up with everything. So everything's going good for me at the moment with me keeping up. And, I don't really, have no time to go to no facility at the time.
Sir, can you explain the incident that occurred around Thanksgiving of 2020?
She accused me of, I guess, the firearm and shooting inside of a car and her jumping out. But like I said, the DA and my lawyer got pictures of, a full body medical reports and everything. And it just doesn't make sense. But, they gave me
I have medical reports.
Ms.
and-
Perales, Ms.
Ms.
Perales, this is not the time for you to speak up.
Okay.
You'll be asked later.
They got all of that. They're just giving me till, I'm guessing, I believe November. They gave me 3 extra more months on this monitor since she didn't agree with my freedom. So they're just trying to keep, make sure, okay, he's doing fine. He ain't doing drugs, alcohol. I do get tested. I passed everything. I keep up with everything. So, I've been fine. So honestly, it's just right now I'm okay. I did talk to my lawyer about seeing my kid. He said it's fine. It's just a restraining order towards her. Just don't keep in contact. If court does happen, well, yeah, obviously, like, we're in court right now. We could talk and all that, about what's going on. But other than that, I've been keeping up with everything. Everything's fine so far. And like I said, I'm just being supervised for 3 more months. And if I'm okay, if I don't mess up or anything, then I'll be able to, I guess, try to get this off of my leg. And that's
Okay.
till the judge decides. But like I said, I keep up with everything. So it's like, I can't really do much, I'm just working most of the time.
Please just answer the question that's being asked, and don't go into the narrative as far as
Okay.
answering the question.
Sorry about that. Yes.
Sir, is it correct that you want visitation to be supervised at your home?
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, I think that would be a better option for me since I can't be out, or anything like that too late or anything.
And sir, are you asking that visitation be supervised by your family members, including your mother, Mora Garcia, your father, Gregorio Morales, or your sister, Amy Morales?
Yes, ma'am. Since I live in a household with them, and I think that'll be fine, if they could supervise. And my kid does know, his family, so I think it'll be a good option.
Okay. And sir, do you believe that it would be a violation of your restraining order for her to come to your house and to drop the child off?
Yes, that would be a violation. I did talk to my lawyer. He said it's better off to meet up. I'm guessing like at the Crowley courts or the Luster, in that little area, just make sure, there's cameras, there's people around, but it has to be one of her family relatives to drop him off and meet up with my mom, my dad, or my sister. It can't be her. If she can't be around, I can't be around. It has to be
Okay.
both parties, families.
So if visitation were to occur at your home, then you would need an exchange location?
Yes, we do. It could be anywhere, but I feel it's safe to do it at the Crowley courts. There's, officers there, there's cameras, and, if anything does happen, there's, people around, there's eyes looking
Is
at
that
us.
nearby your house?
Excuse me, can you repeat that?
Is that convenient towards where both of you live?
Well, I don't know where she lives, but I do live like 10 minutes from there. 5 minutes. It's not that far from here.
Okay. Pass a witness.
Are you employed, Mr. Morales?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Tell me where you work.
Oh, can you repeat that? I'm sorry, I can't read.
Where do you work?
DMG Masonry. It's the same, company, Clayton Masonry. It's two, just same company though.
Same company. What do you mean?
They both do brickwork, and I guess it's two joint companies together. But
What is your income?
my
Your
income,
salary?
not sure, honestly.
Well, how much
like,
do they pay you?
I get paid 22.
You work
so-
full time?
Yes, ma'am, I do. Well, yes.
Do you
I do.
get any overtime?
Yes, when we do get Saturdays to do overtime. So it really depends,
What are your hours?
Monday through Friday, it's starting from 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m.
Okay. Ms. Perales, you wanted to say something a minute ago. What was it?
Yes, that we have medical, the attorney that with the case, she has pictures of bruises and everything. And I did go to the hospital that same night, and
Okay, okay, I understand. I understand. All right, so the agreement is that we finalize the temporary orders as to the child support, as to medical support, I think. I must have missed the figure in here. I noticed that the child support is at 551. That's what the parties had agreed to. That will be the amount set beginning October 1st, 2023. And I have a figure of $328 per month reimbursement. Is that for a judgment, or I don't know, I missed
No,
that.
Judge, that was the cash medical support that was previously ordered for the father to pay
Okay,
monthly.
okay, so that still is in place.
Yes, Judge.
And I approve that to remain in place in the final orders. I am granting the mother the non-disclosure. The father, I'm granting him ordering him to pay court costs, and I'm appointing mother the sole managing conservator. I am going to, however, give Mr. Morales an opportunity to visit under supervision, and his work hours would make me believe that he can go to a facility, and so that they don't have to have any contact when he visits with this child.
and I had one more thing to say.
What is it?
I did call the attorney on Monday because I was trying to follow up for the case, and I told him that we did have a child support case pending this Wednesday, and they told me to call back after my case because he is allowed to go to the facility. He'll just have to call them or his parole, but he said he is allowed. He just has to let them know. So I'm gonna let them know whatever it finalizes today after court, what our court finalized. If he's able to go to a facility, he's allowed to go. Because that's what my question was for him when I called, because I didn't want him to have my son at his house.
But can I say something?
Yes, very briefly, please.
She has texted me about seeing my kid. And she communicates with me. She does call me about being able to see my kid, and I got those messages, but I don't know
At this
why.
point, the two of you need to sign up for the Close app. It's an app that you can use to communicate with each other about the child and only about the child. You're not to call each other. You're not to text each other. You're not to do it or have somebody do it for you.
Okay.
You need to communicate only through that app. So
Okay.
you're each,
Okay.
excuse me, each of you is ordered to sign up for that by the close of business this Friday.
Okay.
And that will be the only way you communicate.
Okay.
Anything else, Miss Phillip? Oh,
Your Honor,
geographic restriction to Dallas and contiguous?
will the supervised visits occur at FLP?
Yes.
Okay, I think that's everything, Judge.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Y'all have a good day.